Hello students, welcome you all in economics class. In our previous video, we have already started discussing economics chapter 2 people as resource. Today we will discuss the point economic activities by men and women. Open your book, page number 19. Let's start the chapter. Like Vilas and Sakal, people have been engaged in various activities. We saw that Vilas sold fish and Sakal got a job in the farm. So, I think you remember the previous incident, the story of Vilas and the story of Sakal. Here, it's stated that people have been engaged in various activities like Vilas and Sakal. Vilas sold fish and Sakal got a job in the firm. The various activities have been classified into three main sectors. Primary sector, secondary sector and tertiary sector. Primary sector includes agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry farming, mining and quarrying. Now, what is primary sector? All activities which harvest or extract natural product from the earth or natural resources are classified in this category, that is primary sector. See the examples: agriculture, forestry, animal husbandry, fishing, poultry farming, mining and quarrying. Now next is secondary sector. Manufacturing is included in the secondary sector. Secondary sector. So what is secondary sector? Manufacturing. It means using products resulting from activities in the primary sector for manufacturing of finishing good, and it's classified in this sector. So what is secondary sector? Secondary sector means using product resulting from activities in the primary sector for manufacturing. Okay, manufacturing of goods, that is classified in the secondary sector. Trade, transport, communication, banking, education, health, tourism, services, insurance, etc. are included in the tertiary sector. Number 3, last sector is tertiary sector. All activities which support the primary sector and the secondary sector are classified in the tertiary sector. Right? See the examples: trade, transport, communication, banking, education, health, tourism, service, insurance, etc. Now, what is economic activity? See, economic activity. What is economic activity? Actually, the activities which add value to the national income are called economic activity. The activity which add value to the national income are called economic activity. Okay. Now, this goods and services are included in the tertiary sector. The activities in this sector result in the production of goods and services. These activities add value to the national income. See, these activities add value to the national income. So, the economic activities add value to the national income. These activities are called economic activity. So what is economic activity? Activities which add value to the national income are called economic activity. Economic activities have two parts: market activities and non-market activities. Market activities and non-market activities. Right? Okay. So what is market activity? See, market activities involve remuneration to anyone who performs that is activity performed for pay or profit. So what is market activity? The activity which we perform for pay or profit are called market activity. This include production of goods or services, including government service. Government service is also market activity. Non-market activity. Now, what is non-market activity? Non-market activities are the production for self-consumption. I mean for self-use. Okay. So, the activities are the non-market activities are the production for self-consumption or self-use. Okay. Now, this can be, next page, consumption and processing of primary product and own account production of fixed asset. So, that is non-market activity. So, this can be for self-consumption and processing of primary product and own account production of fixed assets. Okay. Now, next. Due to the historical and cultural reasons, there is a division of labor between men and women in the family. So, due to the historical and cultural historical reasons are there, cultural reasons are there. So, there is a division of labor between men and women in the family. Women generally look after domestic chores and men work in the fields. Sakal's mother Sheila cooks food, cleans utensils, washes clothes, cleans the house and looks after her children. Sakal's father Bhutta cultivates the field, sells the produce in the market and earns money for the family. Example of Sakal's family. Sakal's mother, housewife. Sakal's father, Bhutta Chaudhary cultivates the field. Okay. Sheila is not paid for the services delivered for upbringing of the family. So, Sheila is not paid for the services. She is a housewife. Okay. Bhutta earns money, which he spends on rearing his family, to take care to his family. Women are not paid for their service delivered in the family. So, women are not paid for their service that they delivered in the family. The household work done by women is not recognized in the national income. The household work done by women is not recognized in the national income. So, this example from Sheila's mother, we can say that it's an example of non-market activity. Why? Because non-market activities are those activities which are not paid for. Okay. Now next, Geeta, mother of Vilas, earned an income by selling fish. These women are paid for their work when they enter the labor market. So, when they enter the labor market, women are paid for their work, but not in their home. Their earning, like that of their male counterpart, is determined in the basis of education and skill. So, women earning is determined by the basis of education and skill. Okay. Now next paragraph. Education. Education helps individual to make better use of the economic opportunities available before him. Education and skill are the major determinants of the earning of any individual in the market. So, what are the major determinants? Education and skill. and education helps the individual to make better use of the economic opportunities. Now next, a majority of women have meager education and low skill formation. So majority of women have meager education, less education, okay, and low skill formation. Women are paid low compared to men. Women are paid low compared to men. Most women work where job security is not there. So most women work where job security is not there. Various activities relating to legal protection is meager. So various activities relating to legal protection is meager. Employment in this sector is characterized by irregular and low income. So employment in this sector is characterized by irregular and low income. In this sector, there is an absence of basic facilities like maternity leave, child care, and other social security systems. However, women with high education and skill formation are paid at par with the men. So, high education and skill formation women are paid at par with the men. Among the organized sector, teaching and medicine attract them the most. Whom? The women. Which sectors? Teaching sector and medicine sector. Some women have entered administrative and other services, including job that need high levels of scientific and technological competence. Ask your sister or your classmate what she would like to take up as a career. So, that's all for today. I think the concept is clear. Bye.